Star Report. I'm your host, Star. Wednesday afternoon, welcome to the show. Kids, don't follow my lead today. I'm going to try to be objective, but I really don't give a fuck about Jimmy Kimmel. I don't hate him. I don't like him. I just don't care about his grind. He makes $15 million a year. I can't hate his come up, but for those of you who don't know, his come up was wearing blackface for years. Some of you didn't know that. He, along with others, Jimmy Fallon, blackface, Sarah Silverman. It's always these liberal lefties that clown black people. And, you know, sometimes they acknowledge it, sometimes they don't. You guys are going to have to help me out with the year. Jimmy Kimmel, it was a man show, wasn't it, back in Comedy Central? In the 90s, he used to wear black, not just blackface, black all on, makeup on the arms. He used to clown Karl Malone from the Utah Jazz and others. It took him about 20 years to finally apologize. I got some notes here somewhere. Yeah, in 2020, Jimmy Kimmel finally apologized for those sketches, plural sketches. I don't hate you, you know, I just don't give a fuck about you. Oh, he apologized, you know, in his own way, tears. I don't mind you even kicking dirt at Trump. He's the president. He's supposed to be available for people to get at him. The monologue, I don't even know if I want to play it. I'm sorry. Good afternoon, guys. Have you seen the monologue? Do I have to play it? I mean, I will. It's dry. He tears up. He you know, says some nice things about Charlie Kirk's widow. I just don't care, but this is the big story. He's talking about his ratings, you know, we'll be back for that night last night. I just don't give a fuck. But hey, I'm in the algorithm like you, so here we are. Jimmy Kimmel returns to ABC and tears up an emotional monologue. I'm sorry, troll babies. Who else? Their come up was blackface. Iron Man. Ooh, Robert Downey Jr. Whatever that film was, I didn't see that film. I ain't mad at you. I prefer to know who you really are. Now, you might say, well, you know, it's just comedy. Oh, okay. It's comedy. And with the exception of the Wayans brothers who did that, what was that thing that they did? Were they White Girls or something like that? Okay. I just don't care. Phone lines will be open shortly. Guys, showrunner, oh my goodness. I've never asked you this before, but we have to have a discussion. Can you grow your own food? You. We're coming to a crucial time in America. A crisis, if you will. And I've got some video footage I want to play with regards to the American farmers. I think the farmers might sell us out at some point. They're going to have to. Their backs are against the wall. A decade ago, I was thinking about investing into mobile chicken houses. Remember? Well, if you don't, mobile chicken houses, because the chickens now that if you eat chicken in America, if you don't, you know, raise your own chickens, the chickens are pumped up on Pasalac and all sorts of growth hormones. Pasalac. They're so mutated and they can't walk. So the hen houses or chicken farms, mobile chicken farms, pardon me, that they live in, there's so much toxic waste, you know, that you can't even go in there and spray and clean it. You just have to roll the whole goddamn house. Have you guys seen that? You know what I'm talking about? Disgusting. So the farmers are going to sell us out. and we are going to be literally eating shit. We eat shit now, yes? But please leave the profanity to me. We consume shit now. We've had shows where we've spoken about gutter oil, recycled oil, fake eggs, plastic rice. Oh my God. So the showrunner, can you grow your own food? I've got 2 videos I'm going to play. Just give me some time. I even found a young female. She's gardening. And salute to her. I don't know how old she is. She might be 19 or 20 years of age, but just give me some time. I want to set the show up here, get myself situated. All right. Okay. I think you got the point. So that was a small part of it. He went on and on and on. But again, I don't hate the guy. I don't even dislike him. I just don't care. I don't think I have ever watched a full episode of Jimmy Kimmel. I've watched more of Jimmy Fallon, as I said, who also used to wear blackface. And I'm not tripping off of the blackface. Whoopi Goldberg, was she married to Ted Danson, or were they just dating? Ted Danson from the show Cheers. He was wearing blackface. I grew up in the white suburbs, so I prefer to know who are the racist. Understand me. But again, that's just part of what Jimmy Kimmel did last night on ABC. All right. Phone lines are open right now if you want to chime in. I would love to hear from a black coon. If anybody can say, just get over it. What do you guys say? Stop playing victim. Yada yada yada. Also, hey, Charisse, I got your donation. Give me some time, darling. I will put that on the screen and I will address it. Okay, people are giving us updates with regards to the other story that we did with the young savage with the Edgar haircut out in Richmond Hill, who had that machete. He has been arrested. Salute to you guys in the live chat. Hold on a second. Deeds is texting me. Deeds says Whoopi and Ted were not married. Okay. So Whoopi Goldberg from The View, Ted Danson, again, from Cheers, and he was on some other show, I forget. Yeah, he was wearing blackface, and they were not married. Thank you so much, Deeds, okay? All right. As I said, it is Wednesday afternoon. I want to address the showrunner here so that we can have a healthy, robust discussion. Can you grow your own food? Ever since 2008, I've had to. I had no choice. I had to become an organic farmer out in Pennsylvania after my liver transplant. Some people think I had a kidney transplant. No, liver transplant. All that good partying from the 80s caught up to me. And my life had to change because I had complications. My food consumption had to change. My absorption rate changed. Even now, if I drink wine or beer, which I'm not supposed to be drinking, I have to put ice in there, to dilute it. But I'm very conscious of things that I drink. I can't just go buy a soda and drink a soda because of the fructose and the corn syrup. Anybody from that live chat want to chime in, call in, and educate us? Educate us, because, there's no wrong way to be a farmer. I live here now. Most of you know this, in Emerald Isle, North Carolina. I live on the beach, so a lot of the soil is sandy. I do have a small garden in the backyard, pears, lemons, and other things that I try to grow. But I always have to do a mixture of potting soil with indoor soil, sometimes outdoor soil, and it gets a little complicated. And then my team, the Crystal Coast gang, the squirrels, they're all over the place. So I'm not eating healthy like I used to, but I do know how to farm. Let me look in the live chat real quick. Anybody a farmer? Can you grow your own food? People always talking about, they and what we have to do to survive. Today's the day. And I really want to get at females, not necessarily black, but any female today, whether she be black, Hispanic, Asian, Caucasian, do they know how to plant anything? Zucchini, squash, onions. Do they know how to nurture soil? Most of your grandparents, your uncles, your aunties, your great-grandparents, they had gardens. Can I get an amen in the live chat early? Early. Your grandparents, and some of you didn't even take notice when you were going to visit them, how they were nurturing soil, how they were planting. Think about it. They had a better structure in terms of living for the family, tomatoes, a multitude of things. Pardon me, I got a list right here. Broccoli, cabbage, carrots, cucumbers. Do females today know how to make pickles? But yet and still they want to be called a queen. They want to go shopping. They spend more time in their goddamn heads with these units, the lace fronts. White girls, too. Don't ever think white girls don't have extensions in their hair. Oh, they do. David D. Cordova, I got your donation. Thank you so much. But yet they want to be called queens. Do they know anything with regards to survival for a family or a newborn? Now, we've had conversations before about formula versus breastfeeding. I mean, I don't want to go into that direction, but I think this is important for us to discuss. Can you grow your own food? Let me bring in one caller, but with regards to the topic, please stay on topic. You're my first caller, 443. Good afternoon.
Hey, what's going on, sir?
Hey, what's up, man? Watch the language. You're my first caller. Leave the cursing to me. Jimmy Kimmel or can you grow your own food? Which one?
I can start with the Jimmy Kimmel, but just something light on it. I really don't care. You know, he is more like a white people thing. They went crazy about it. I just think Trump doing too much, and I don't even know who still watch that. So, but I really want to call up about the can you grow your own food?
Can I ask how old are you? I mean, it's important, and that's why I'm always doing research. How old are you?
I'm 34.
Okay, yeah. Your girlfriend, your wife, who? You guys grow anything at home?
No, it's just me. My girlfriend, she's not into gardening or animals or anything like that.
Okay.
So I'm into, like, I started out into animals, then it got into gardening, and then once cannabis got legal, I started to learn how to grow that too.
Okay. So, how long have you been with your girlfriend, with all due respect?
Probably about 3-4 years, around that.
Does she know how to make bread from scratch?
Come on, Star. You know she don't know how to make no bread from scratch.
Sir, I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
All right, she's 29. She's 29. So, you know, maybe if she was like 36, maybe. But 29, come on, man. Like, they went from microwave to air fryers. Like, nah.
So is it safe to say she's not a keeper, or is she the one? That's wifey.
Hey, look, we got a little precious child together, so she serve her. Look, she can cook what I grow, so that's what's important.
Okay. All right. I appreciate the call, man. Salute, and thank you for not cursing. Thank you. My first caller. Kid, I got your donation on the screen. I don't mind if you guys go 10 toes down on these females today, because if they can't grow anything, onion bulbs, lettuce, peppers, sweet potatoes, tomatoes, what good is she? Let me go to area code 203. You're my second caller. Please watch the language. 203. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Star.
Hey,
can you hear me?
How are you, sir? Good afternoon.
I'm doing great. I'm calling in regards to the food topic.
Oh, come on.
Can you grow your own food?
Yes, sir.
Well, I think that even if you try, with all the chemtrails that they release, that goes right into the ground, the dirt, the soil, it's still contaminated. I mean, whether you try or not, they're still trying to find a way to contaminate and eliminate us somewhere, somehow, get us sick. More than ever, you see these females becoming nurses in 3 to 6 months. Healthcare is, booming, and no one wonders why. You're all getting sick. I mean, me personally, I love food. I love Italian food, Mexican food. I used to eat Chinese food. I cut back on so much food. My diet is very simple. Nowadays, it's hard to even drink water, right? You can't even, they say you got to drink it out of the glass, blah, blah, blah. It's all BS at the end of the day. Yeah. You buy it in the glass, it's $10. You buy it in plastic, it's $5. It's the only difference, right? And as far as the females go, I mean, they're watered down. They're wearing fake nails, fake hair, fake everything. Mm-hmm. They don't care what they eat. They can barely, take care of their kids the right way. So that's just my thought.
Can I jump in? Stay with me. Now, you make a good point. You make a good point with regards to some of the pesticides that are sprayed on vegetables, and there's different things pertaining to the water. You have to make sure that you're not putting contaminated water, but wherever you live. But there's people who have wells. I had a well in Pennsylvania for decades. So I was able to bounce back, if you will, after a liver transplant. I had a beautiful girlfriend at the time, and she put in a real effort with regards to avoiding some of the things that, are naturally sprayed, or, the wax that goes on vegetables that we buy from different markets and things like that. But at the same time, if you have a young family, and I don't know what your situation is, you have to try at least, right? You can't just say, well, it's not gonna help. I might as well just go get this new goddamn Big Mac with the sauce. It doesn't matter anyway.
No, it does matter. I hear your point, but I mean, they sell. Have you ever seen like they sell these sprays that supposedly take the chemicals off your fruits and vegetables at the grocery store? Like, that's probably, you can't trust that, right? And then even if you buy your own seeds and to grow your own stuff, the seeds are also contaminated. I mean, I grew up. When I grew up, I was young, but I vaguely remember my grandmother, she used to grow her own chicken and ducks and stuff like that. My grandfather would cut the head off while I'm holding the feet. You take all the feathers off, all that, but that's not here. That was in Peru. Okay. And in our country, it's normal. Here, let
me jump in for a second and just say there is something called the Dirty Dozen list. If you ever want to research this, the Dirty Dozen list is the list that identifies produce with the highest pesticides and the residue levels. So there's ways that you can combat this. I don't suggest that you just give up, man, especially if you have a family. Do you have kids? You have kids coming up?
I have a daughter. That's it.
You got to try, man, with all due respect, because especially females, to my knowledge, based upon my research, their bodies respond different to a lot of the growth hormones, and it's damaging. And I think, I could be wrong, females, the cancer rate today versus 30 years ago and 40 years, it's higher today. So you've got to try. But go ahead, land your plane. I appreciate the call. Go ahead.
Well, in regards to my daughter, she doesn't eat any fast food. I taught her all about candy, the stuff they put in it. Right. I showed her. She's 11. She walks on the treadmill every day. Nice. For about half an hour. It's just good for her. I tell her don't run. It's not good for your brain, things like that as you get older, because, it vibrates from your spine up. But right. Just, you got to educate your kids. Yes, the candy's good, but I tell her, if it tastes too good, it's really bad for you. Right. It's kind of like, so you got to educate your kids. And you got to make sacrifices. I tell her, it's all about your health. You want to be obese and sick, go for it. Right. But if you want to live a healthier, longer life, just try to follow my suggestions and you'll see. I don't look my age, and, I get it all the time, but at the end of the day, you just got to educate your kids and educate yourself as much as possible.
I appreciate the call. Salute.
Get a vote. Later.
Thank you. Brand new member joined the channel. Thank you so much. Who is that? Social worker, thank you for becoming a new member. Guys, let me also say with regards to the new memberships, you folks, if you send me a link to something that you want posted in the community section, we will get to that. All right, you do have that option. If you are a member to the channel, send me a link. You should have my email address, thehater1964@yahoo.com, because we want to get that community section popping a little stronger, okay? All right. Oh, I just got an email. My Cardi B CD has arrived. Okay. I ordered the Cardi B CD. I don't mind supporting her. Anybody want to call in and give any type of updates? Have you listened to the CD? I've only heard that one song, so I don't know, how it sounds. And listen, at my age, I shouldn't necessarily be the person who tells you whether it's hot or not. Okay. Okay. Let me get back to the phone lines here. Hey there, please watch the language. Good afternoon. Jimmy Kimmel returns with tears. Are you up to speed? 773.
Hey, Star.
Hey.
How you doing? Actually, I'm calling to speak on the food topic, just really quick, in and out.
Can you grow your own food? That's a question.
Yes, I can. I'm actually an urban farmer
Nice.
in Chicago.
Nice.
On the south side of Chicago, I have about 1/8 of an acre. And what I do is I allocate that produce to my hometown in Billwood. And I have a whole business set out upon that. I'm trying to averse health ailments in our community, especially black and brown communities. So, yeah, I grow my own food. I encourage my girl to work the land with me. So she also bakes, makes bread, juices. We do a farm stand every.
Okay, so she's receptive.
Oh yeah. We're one and the same. Yeah, on one accord. So, and it starts within the household.
Mm-hmm.
Then you take it out to the community.
Okay.
And hopefully the community responds and is receptive of it. But we have to start in our households.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
We have to start in our households.
Is this something that you just gravitated towards on your own, or was this, something that your family did, for traditions and was passed on to you? Farming, gardening.
Well, I mean, I probably inherited it just in spirit, right? My grandmother, my great grandmother is from Mississippi.
Okay.
She spoke on how she used to pick cotton, not as a slave, but for their own family business.
Yeah.
And I show her all the crops that I've grown, and she's like, "Oh yeah." She'll tell me things that I don't even know. As an urban farmer who's been educated in multiple programs and certified through multiple programs, so we have to listen to our elders too, right? We just got to get back to that having agency over our own food. It's highly important.
I'll even go as far as to say, Black people were, in the South, they were very, very highly skilled, educated on farming, because of course there was a portion of them that were slaves, and those traditions have been lost, just over time. And it's kind of sad to see young, whether they be foundational Black American or ADOS females, you ask them something about, planting some food and they turn their nose up, but yet and still they got acrylic nails and all sorts of goddamn eyelashes and makeup, and they wouldn't even think about doing anything like planting food. That's kind of sad to me.
Hey, I hear you. I try to get my matriarchy involved, right? I was raised by my mother and my grandmother, and they're coming around to it, but I work this land with a white woman. My girlfriend's white. She's right there with me, and we're gonna make it happen. Community isn't just about color or tribalism; it's about like-mindedness to me.
Okay.
So
I appreciate the call.
Thank you for letting me call in. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Salute. Okay. Let me play another video here with regards to the showrunner. Can you grow your own food? I just stumbled upon this particular page, but salute to this female.
Welcome to Yellow Door Urban Homestead. I'm an urban gardener growing in a small space in my backyard. I am urban homesteading. I am growing our own food. I am a mother of two, one adult son and one teenager. I'm growing food for us to eat, fresh food, food that I know hasn't been sprayed, food that I know, how it was grown. I do have a small orchard area where I am growing apples and peaches, and I'm also growing meat. I'm growing eggs. So I have 7 chickens and I have 5 quail. But the biggest thing that I'm doing in my backyard is growing food. It is something that I started doing in 2020, and it's a lot of things to me. It is food, it is peace, it's a hobby. It's a thing that I do that makes me feel good. Like that one little seed can produce so much food, and it's just amazing to me. And it's a lot of work, but it's a lot of food, and you wouldn't think you could grow that much food in your backyard. But I do kind of intense planting out here. So I'll fill the bed as much as I can. Just kind of the thing that you do in an urban setting when you don't have a lot of space. And I will tell you, during the summer, I don't buy vegetables. I have no reason to. Even in the winter, because I do preserve my food. I freeze some. I'm learning to can a little bit better. I dehydrate. I dry things, like just air dry them. So I also don't know the last time I purchased herbs, because herbs grow huge and they produce a lot in one season. And some things I just grow because I like to grow it. I have a lot of medicinal herbs, and I'm trying to learn those as well. So 3 years I've been doing this, and it's a lot to learn. It's a lot to do. And I can't see myself not doing gardening. And I say to myself, like, why didn't you start earlier? Why are you just now starting? But I don't think you would know how much you would enjoy it until you start. My backyard before was actually pretty scary. I didn't come back here that much before I did this, and now I find myself here all the time. I never thought that this would be what my backyard looked like, honestly. I watched so many YouTube videos, and I did a lot of reading on the internet. And so as the time has passed, we went from 1 garden bed to 3 garden beds. And then it just kind of exploded into what it is right now. So 365 days a year, this urban garden grows.
Okay, I just wanted to play some of that for you guys so you could see where I'm trying to go with this conversation. Can you grow your own food? Salute to that queen. You see, that's a queen. That's a queen. You can see that she doesn't have too much body fat on her either. I like that look. Just wanted to say that, okay? Hang on, let's go to area code 867 or 876, pardon me. 876, please watch the language. Are you there? Good afternoon.
Yes. Bless up, star. Bless up from Kingston, Jamaica.
Brethren, how are you? How are you? It's cracking.
Can't complain given the current state of the world.
Okay.
Long time listener, and this is the appropriate topic to call in on, because
thank you.
I believe, and I've believed for a long time, that being self-sufficient and knowing how to grow your own food and knowing what to grow and when to grow it and how to preserve it is very important. And that's a staple in the average, not these new YN Jamaicans out there, but I'm 46. So I grew up at a time when they had agricultural science as a subject in high school.
Okay.
Right? So you have the basics, and, if you have the land, then it's a no-brainer. Why would you not do that given the current system and what is in the food?
If I can respond, you're right. But at the same time, we live in a different society now. Everything is go, 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 go. People are scrolling. Everybody wants something fast and faster. So Sadly, we've lost some of these things. I'm not sure what the percentage is of people who are farming versus consumers who just, depend upon fast food. But I felt it was worth, discussing. Do you yourself, are you still in Jamaica? Where are you now?
I've lived back and forth in the States over the years. So I have the opportunity, the actual ability to have contrast and speak on both, situations. And like, I lived in LA for 8 years. That was my last stint. And it was kind of weird because nobody was allowed to really have any fruit trees or grow anything.
Yeah. In LA, you gotta be very, very careful of using water just to wash your car. You get tickets and all sorts of stuff, right?
Yeah. You can't like water your garden. Like, all the grass is dead.
Right.
It's ridiculous. But like here where I am, I have a couple of trees on my property. I have a mango tree. I have a lime tree. I grow tomatoes. I grow callaloo. I'm trying to grow some watermelon because like I see the writing on the wall.
Yeah.
If things suddenly go left, you don't want to be caught up in that panic. You want to be able to have, food, health, and shelter over everything else, and sustaining and protecting the people you love.
Do you have a wife or a girlfriend who also
yeah, she's actually stateside, and I'm thinking about coming back, but I'm watching the climate because like given my circumstance, if they disappear me, that will be no bueno. So I'm trying to kind of lawyer up and go through that the legit way and kind of watch the climate before I come back, because people have been doing things they're supposed to be doing and getting disappeared. So it's like, I don't want to risk that. So she might come here. We're kind of just in the process of working on that.
Okay. Well, I appreciate the call. Any tips you want to give for people who are thinking about becoming gardeners or farming, small farms at home? Any tips?
Get used to manual labor. It's good cardio. Get some nice gloves if you want to preserve your hands, but be prepared to actually, till the soil, especially if you're starting from scratch. Like, starting from scratch is difficult. Maintenance just is discipline and perseverance, but actually preparing the soil and, fertilize and all that good stuff, that takes some level of work. So, it is what it is. But big up, long time listener.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You don't know. Respect.
Salute.
Respect.
Okay. All right. There's a lot of different terms that you may or may not be familiar with. I think that just jumping from the frying pan into the fire is the best approach. You will learn about compost and other things. You'll learn about different, whether you want to have an above ground, a raised bed, or something that suits your own taste. There's different ways to farm or garden. Sometimes you can have fruits that you grow indoors. Okay. Lydia, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Okay, I see a couple of you giving pointers in the live chat. Okay. Hold on a second, guys. Area code 267. Thank you for your patience. Do you want to join the conversation? Jimmy Kimmel returns. 267.
Now I want to talk about the food conversation.
Oh, okay. Can you grow your own food? Maybe we'll switch it up, but where do you want to start?
Yeah, definitely grow my own vegetables.
Okay.
I learned my grandparents did that.
Right.
My parents really didn't. But then me being younger, being in a garden, picking the peas and all that, I hated it. But now being as a homeowner, an adult, I love it. It's nothing like growing your own vegetables, fruits and vegetables. Yeah. Definitely is. Did you grow anything this year?
Not a lot, because I was consumed with some other things. I was traveling back and forth, and then I had 2 relatives with cancer, so I was pretty much focused on that. But I'm getting ready for the I don't want to say quote unquote winter down here, but I've done some things in preparation for the spring if I'm still here. Preparation.
Yeah, these winters are a lot. These winters are real mild now, so you can probably still grow some collard greens. It ain't too late. They like to grow when it's cold. But my grandparents are from Tuskegee, and I just learned from them, like growing everything, big gardens. But now that I have a life-size yard, I can be free and do what I want to do, you know, grow what I want to grow.
And, you know, black folks didn't trust white folks back in the day like that. So they weren't in such a rush to go to the market. My father was like, he was on that type of time. He was very, very particular about eating, you know, buying something from somebody's market unless he could see you and watch you make the goddamn sandwich. But go ahead, I'm just saying.
I know. I'm surprised you didn't grow no pumpkins, because as much as you like squirrels, I tried to grow pumpkins one time and the squirrel just tore them up.
Well, I got
all types of squirrels.
I got to be careful where I might say. I'm right on the beach. If you ever Google Emerald Isle, the beach is out front, and in the back I have the squirrels going ape shit all over the goddamn place. So anything that I grow, they are going to get into it. So I mean, I have to understand that they've been here generations before me, and I'm not trying to, like, you know, build a small greenhouse. I don't got time like that. But you know, squash and things. I've grown that over the years. Pumpkins. Yeah,
I hear that. I mean, the only problem with me is these groundhogs. But hey, trap them and take them to another park. All right, Star. Have a good day, man.
Yes, sir. Salute. Anybody date a girl, or do you have a wife who knows how to skin a rabbit? Does she know how to trap certain food? Does she know how to fish? Okay, peace, left-handed. I got your text message. Left-handed, might you want to call in, sir? Tell us what's going on with the Giants. Oh, my God. I want to stay on topic, but, guys, the Giants, is Russell Wilson, is he washed? Is he out of there? What's going on? Okay, someone said Arsenio Hall did get a second chance. Well, not on the network that let him go. He came back years later, and salute to him. I mean, I thought he was one of the best, Arsenio Hall, you know, but hey, I don't give a goddamn about Jimmy Kimmel, all right? Okay, Alejandro, I got your donation. Thank you so much. Let me bring in the homie. Peace, left-handed, area code 347.
Peace. What's going on, man?
Good to hear from you.
Everything's everything, my dude. You already know.
Come on.
Tell the Giants they need to grow a quarterback. You know? Everything. And listen, and I'm not even going to hang out too long, because I see you got that Yada Bear hat on. Absolutely. And we played them this week.
Absolutely.
So I can't hang out too long, my guy.
Okay.
No, I'm just messing with you.
Hold on.
Show, man.
0-3? Giants 0-3?
Yeah.
Wow.
But the Buccaneers are 3-0. What do I care about the Giants for?
Well, hang on. You and Yada Bear do a show, and I want to just make sure that we discuss the Giants real quick. 0-3. Has Russell Wilson been benched? Is he still the starter?
Russell Wilson has been benched in favor of the Giants' #1 draft pick, Jackson Dart.
Wow.
And now it's time for Jackson Dart to show up.
Okay.
That's all. Okay. I mean, it's on him now. And the Giants already know, Star. We don't get into that because this is a show about another totally different topic.
Well, no. Listen, I thought about it. You're a sportsman. You and Yada Bear do a show. Go ahead and plug your show real quick.
Absolutely. Down at In Sports, we did a great show last night talking about this and other topics, man. So Tuesday nights, 8 to 9:30, we went in, we had fun. Salute to Yada Bear. You already know how we do. But yeah, man, absolutely, man. The Giants, they set themselves up for that.
Hang on. So the rookie is now the starter. Dart, what's his name? Dart?
Jackson Dart.
Jackson Dart. Now, this is the guy who came with the correct install package, right? That when you're talking to ownership and the coach, he came with the right install package, and Shedeur Sanders didn't something with the install package. He wasn't ready, right? Am I saying that right?
Yeah, pretty much. Generally, Jackson Dart came in ready and prepared, and Shedeur was kind of relaxed and lackadaisical with it. I'll leave it at that.
So my question is he the right guy for the job, Jackson Dart?
We're about to find out. I mean, they drafted him to insulate themselves against whatever happens. I mean, they had, a bunch of young quarterbacks that they got rid of. So again, Jackson Dart is just the latest.
Okay.
And again, the people of Russell Wilson, I tried to stick with him, Star. I tried to, but it didn't work out, and he played himself. So nobody else but himself to blame. Okay. And now Jackson Dart is the starter, and there you go.
Okay. Hey, man, you sent me a text message about the young female Yaya from Ghetto Gardening.
Yes, sir.
You want to speak to that before you go?
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Yeah, man, that all kind of reminds me, it takes me back because, again, like I said before, my people is from down south, Arkansas, super down south. And, they grow corn, rice, fish. They had fish farm and all that. Right. So we had to basically kind of learn from my grandmother and grandfather. So I'm hearing the people comment and they're saying, yeah, my grandmother and my grandpa, absolutely.
Yeah.
So again, we might be of today's age and act like we don't know what's going on, but if we got to put our hands in the dirt and till the soil and turn it over and all that good stuff, we know how to do that. Yeah. But some of us do anyway. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, man, Tuesday nights down in Sports, myself, Yada Bear, Star. I appreciate you every time, my guy. I lay my point on it and I'm out.
All right. Left-handed tapping in. I do want to play this other video with regards to the farmers here in America, because that's what sparked the question that I'm asking you. Can you grow your own food? I think that the farmers, because of their hardships, they may become desperate and greedy, and they might be the ones to sell us out just so they can stay afloat. Pay attention.
Of the 2018 Farm Bill are set to expire. It has been extended twice. But that would mean that many farmers won't see any federal dollars until President Trump's so-called Big Beautiful Bill kicks in late next year. And this is happening at the same time that many U.S. farmers are warning that they're reaching a breaking point as unpredictable weather, rising costs, and fallout from Trump's tariffs are impacting their bottom line.
This is not your ordinary farm crisis. We call it Farmageddon.
And if they don't do something, there's going to be some farmers that ain't going to be around next year.
We're joined now by the founder and president of the National Black Farmers Association, John Boyd Jr. Sir, thanks so much for being with us. What are you hearing from farmers about what they're going through right now?
Well, this is the worst time since the 80s, and I was farming in the 80s, where farmers were going out of business. Farm foreclosures are on the rise. Farm suicides are on the rise. Farm bankruptcies are on the rise. And this is a bad time in this country for American agriculture and America's farmers. The president's tariffs are putting farmers out of business. These are very low commodity prices. I watched the president's interview yesterday. He touted how great the markets were doing, but the markets aren't doing well for America's farmers. Corn, wheat, and soybeans are all down. It's harvest time, and we haven't gotten any orders from China to purchase soybeans from farmers. And we need answers from the administration on what they can do to help America's farmers. Now, you just talked about the Big Beautiful Bill. They really haven't provided any assistance for America's farmers. And I heard the Agriculture Secretary say this week that farmers could get money from tariffs. I haven't seen any money from the president's tariffs, just poor markets. And every time the president says tariffs, the markets go down and countries begin to run away from American agriculture.
Yeah, I wonder because during the first Trump administration, specifically on soybeans, in response to dwindling international demand, the administration put out subsidies to try to help soybean farmers. Have you heard anything from the administration about something like that coming soon?
Absolutely nothing. The first Trump administration, paid out $23 billion in the program called the Market Facilitation Program. But what was ironic about that $28 billion didn't really provide any relief for America's black farmers. We're pretty much left out of that equation. And what the president is doing different this time that he didn't do last time is he doesn't care. He's hurting all farmers now. He's treating us all the same. So that's something he said he was going to do. Now, all farmers are doing bad now under this administration. The first time the president imposed tariffs on China, I was selling soybeans at $16.80 a bushel. By the time the President Trump left office, it was less than $8 a bushel. And the markets never really came back. So what the point I'm trying to make here is the tariffs didn't work the first time the president imposed them. And I don't think that they're going to help us now. And I don't believe that they're going to provide any resources for America's farmers.
Okay. I think you've got some background there. Showrunner, can you grow your own food? This is very important if you ask me. I don't want to make it a race thing, but there's a lot of white folks growing their own food right now. Can I get an amen in the live chat? A lot of white folk on social media, gardening, growing their own food. What are they up to? What are they planning? You look in the live chat. Oh, my God. Somebody said, what was that on his head? A cowboy hat. Good God almighty. Area code 440. Good afternoon. Talking about Jimmy Kimmel and can you grow your own food? 440.
Star, would you leave Jimmy Kimmel alone? I joke. I kid.
Is that Boris? Boris, how are you, man? It's great.
Yes, it is. I wanted to chime in on both the main topic and the subtopic, if I may.
Please, go ahead.
Well, first of all, Jimmy Kimmel, though he returned, he is not unbanned, uncanceled everywhere. Right. Because his ABC is owned by Nexstar and Sinclair. Right. And they have major affiliates that are rejecting his return. And they do not wish to show commercials, in particular in red states. So he is still banned in some states. I am unhappy that he was returned because as a right wing, as a conservative, I want for us to get our lick back during the pandemic.
Right.
Right.
Come on.
But there is a difference. What he uttered was misinformation. It has nothing to do with freedom of speech.
That's right.
He made it seem like the shooter was MAGA, and he was not.
Right.
So I am unhappy about that.
Yeah.
On a different note, if you are unaware, per CNBC and other major outlets, YouTube has now admitted to ban certain channels due to quote-unquote COVID misinformation and political stances. So now there are...
Well, hang on a second. Let me just speak to that because that's been going on for quite some time. Shadow banning, when you do these conspiracy videos or certain terms that you harp on and that you keep saying, whether it be something with regards to, I don't want to repeat that, but you know what I'm talking about. Yes, you can become shadow banned. That's been going on for years. Go ahead.
Correct. But recently YouTube admitted to doing that. Yeah. So now during the whole, now the left wants to save face. They know that the power is on the right side. So they want to say, hey, listen, two wrongs don't make a right. Let's not do that. We will reinstate channels that were banned previously. Let's start on a clean slate. So I do not wish for that to happen. I want to see Jimmy Kimmel down and out. Yeah. But that's besides the point. He has made a return, but I just wanted to clarify that it is partial return because
I gotta ask a question, Boris. I gotta ask a question.
Yes.
People are always saying it was staged. Do you think this was staged? I hate to even ask that question.
The cancellation.
The whole thing. Jimmy Kimmel staged to help him get his ratings back. Do you think that Jimmy Kimmel and his bosses, team, concocted this plan to get his ratings back? Because I've got information here that says 8 million people watched him last night, and usually he only gets 1.8 million viewers. Now, the full tally has not come out yet, but do you think it was staged? This sit him down, bring him back?
In order for that to be staged, both parties have to cooperate. I do not think that he is, on Trump's good graces. So I do not think that Trump wanted to make it staged. I think that Trump he showed him who is the boss. I think that Trump faked the cancellation the same way he faked the TikTok ban. If you remember, it was banned, and then the next day it was unbanned.
Well, no.
Trump wants to show him who is the boss.
I'm not talking about Trump. I'm talking about the head of the FCC. Do you think that I'm looking for my notes? I think I threw them away. Actually,
but the head of the FCC is on Trump's team.
Yeah, I can't find my notes, but I think he had 8 million people viewing last night. Can anybody confirm in the live chat? I'm just asking. People always say, "Oh, it was staged." Go ahead.
Yeah, I do not think that maybe they staged it, but I think that Trump really wanted to scare him and say, listen, you keep it up. You come from my party. Right, you will be out of here. I knew it wasn't going to be permanent because it was going to be a bad look on him.
Right.
Now, in regards to growing food, absolutely, 100%. I think it's the wisest move one can do. I'm sure you have tasted homemade grown tomatoes. They are different in every sense. They are sweeter. You do not taste the pesticides.
Right.
They are softer.
Right.
I have grown tomatoes, cucumbers, mint leaves, whatever. It is the appropriate measure to take because you actually you train yourself how to survive. Mm-hmm. It does relax you too. You know what I mean? Not only that, my grandfather, blessed be his memory, he used to own a farm. And I remember when I saw a rooster, one of his roosters, I actually, as a kid, I choked it and I killed it.
Yeah.
And he told me, he said, he saw that I have an inclination to hunting. He showed me how to hunt. He showed me how to start my own fire as well in the wilderness. So I think that a man has to become not primitive, but he has to put himself in a predicament where he is removed from society at large.
Yeah. So let me just jump in and say this. I so appreciate and I love females that can fish. They're not scared, of worms and handling fish and other things such as skinning rabbits or just something that's by way of nature. I love females that aren't so just prissy and scared of everything. They see a bug, hey, start screaming.
Correct. I do not want to scale the fish because I will break a nail.
Right.
Unacceptable.
Right.
Unacceptable. I can give a female a shot if she does not know how to cook. However, I have an issue if she doesn't want to learn how to cook. Yeah. That's the problem. And many women nowadays, they say that what we have a takeout for. Let's just order it. It's easier. That's not wifey material. That is street product.
Yeah. Okay.
That's all I have to say.
Great to hear from you, Boris. Thank you, man, for tapping in.
Have a good one. Take care.
Thank you. Okay. Guys, sit tight on the phones there. I got a text message from Deeds. She says, live ratings not available yet, but over 19 million views on social media and over 11 million views on YouTube. I saw 8 million viewers last night. Let me look in the live chat. It may have been PBS. I don't know where that sheet is. I had my notes and I can't find it. Anybody in the live chat? Can you confirm? Yeah, he usually has 1.5 million people watching his show. Tyreek, peace. Tyreek is in the live chat. He says Kimmel's 28-minute monologue. Oh, wow. Jesus. I definitely didn't watch that whole thing. Quickly gone viral, amassing over 13 million views so far. Okay. Yeah, I think you're talking about on social media, Tyreek, or are you talking about ABC? I'm talking about ABC, if anybody knows that. That's what I'm more so trying to find out right now. We need an who is this? Swarthy 69. Yeah, you're right. I don't watch late night television. A lot of people don't. The ratings have really plummeted. Okay. Karma Ticker. PBS. Thank you. PBS at 8 million. That's where I got that number from. Thank you so much. Okay. Hold on a second. Blade, I got your email. Good thing Jimmy didn't offend the Jews. He would have gotten the Mel Gibson treatment if he had done so. Well, Mel Gibson only hit a speed bump. Right, Blade? I don't think he was ever canceled, but Blade, I got your email, something with regards to Nick Fuentes yesterday. Houston, where are you? Where's Houston? Hold on a second. I didn't see Houston in the queue. Where's my guy, Houston? Area code 301. Please watch the language. Talking about Jimmy Kimmel returning to ABC, or can you grow your own food? 301. Yes, no, maybe? Okay.
Okay, you gotta
so you gotta pick up the pace. Pick up the pace. We gotta get you out.
You got an echo going.
Okay.
You got an echo going.
Well, can you take off take off the headset? Take off the headset.
I got you. I'm sorry. All right. So we're talking about Jimmy Kimmel with growing your own food, right?
Yes, sir. Please watch the language. Okay, just watch the language. So
I got you.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So first, you could grow your own food. You can start in an apartment, depending on what you are willing to endure. A lot of these things are topics about growing your own food is based on your endurance and basically the morality of luxury. But yeah, you can grow your own food. I mean, in America specifically.
Do you, sir? Do you grow your own food? You?
No. I'm in Mexico right now, so it's less of a need to do it in order to do it like with more of a pure food. So no, I don't do it in Mexico.
Okay.
But back at home, I used to do it in my 1-bedroom apartment in Austin Hill, Maryland.
Okay.
All right. So what I did, I grew lettuce, cucumbers,
nice,
celery,
nice.
And it's hard. It's hard because a lot of things are tainted. But I found out so much about it that I started in my 1-bedroom because even the grocery stores found that organic was just actually a marketing word. There's no organic.
Right.
Like when our moms and granddads were growing up, they didn't have an organic section.
Right.
All that stuff is marketing. But
that's a real hustle now, a grift, if you will, because 50 years ago, 60 years ago, it was all organic. And truth be told, organic food is not that shiny and pretty. Organic tomatoes have dents. Sometimes they have spots and things like that. So, that's a real hustle.
Yeah.
But let me ask you this. You said it's hard. Did you say hard? I'm trying to figure out what you said. Pause. What do you say?
It's hard to do it in America. It's hard to do it in America because the resources. I mean, like obviously, I don't know if people know that. Obviously, I'm from PG County, Maryland. Okay. All right, people might know Clinton, Maryland, close to Washington D.C. And obviously, the further north you are, the further you are away from mass producing farms. In which when you're further away from mass producing farms, they have to add more pesticides or artificial sprays in order to make the food last longer. So that's what I mean when I say it's hard. You know what I mean? But anyway, yeah, you can.
Can I jump in?
The reality of.
Can I jump in?
Yes, sir.
Would it be fair to say that it's more time consuming as opposed to hard? I mean, you have to find the time to do this. Again, I found the time in 2008. I mean, I was almost out of here, and I had to make time, and then it became therapeutic. Then I started enjoying it. I mean, I was growing all sorts of Bartlett pears, and I was cross-pollinating pears, and of course grapes and other things.
But, wow!
Yeah, but I mean, it becomes therapeutic. How long were you growing vegetables in your apartment?
Oh man, I was doing it for 6 months to a year.
Okay.
Before I moved out to Mexico.
Okay.
It is time consuming. You're absolutely right. I mean, but so is a lot of the BS that we take in, you know? So, I mean, really your actions show how really important you feel like it is. You know what I mean? It's ultimately no excuses, but it also is situations that makes it harder. Americans tend to, I think that we have it the worst. I really do. I'm not trying to make an excuse, but it seems more of an unfair agenda of prioritization of finances than other countries.
All right.
Which is also why 32 different ingredients are banned outside of us, and we accept it. Red dye being the main ingredient, right? But yeah, I don't want to discourage people. I want to say it's possible, and you should keep going. You know, because once you normalize it, you know, then you know you can make it normal. You know, so
I think there's more positives to it myself. But listen, I appreciate the call, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
A Lansing parent is doing everything she can to get her son back in school after he was expelled for doing something she believes was heroic. Good evening, I'm Ann Emmerich. Savitra McClurkin says her son is being punished after disarming a classmate's gun at Dwight Rich School of the Arts. He took the gun apart and threw away the bullets, but didn't tell an adult until later. News 10's Amaya Kaznicki joins us live with what's next for this student.
And McClurkin says she's been trying to get in contact with the Lansing School District for quite some time, but isn't getting any response. In search for answers, she made an appearance at tonight's meeting of the Lansing School Board, asking them face to face why her son can't return to school.
What am I to do? He's 11 years old, 7th grade, never been in trouble before.
A Lansing mom is pleading for her son to be reinstated in school after she says he was expelled for possession of a weapon.
They kicked him out of school for the whole year. Online schools are honoring their decision, nor did they provide us a different resource or a different avenue to go.
Savitra McClurkin says her son is being punished for disarming and dismantling a gun that another student brought to the Dwight Rich School of the Arts back in May, and for not speaking up about it right away.
He didn't want to implicate himself in it, nor did he want to tell on the person that actually brought the firearm. Because he knows firearms aren't supposed to be in school.
He was able to disarm and disassemble the gun because of his hunting background. McClurkin says in the moment, her son was scared and thought he was helping the other students around him.
It's devastating because he's a bright kid, and all he wants to do is be a kid. And as a parent, I feel like I may be more devastated than him.
At Thursday night's board meeting, the Lansing School District declined to comment on the issue, even after McClurkin took the stand during public comment.
They are setting my child up for failure. They're setting him up to be a statistic. And I've been doing everything in my will and my power to keep him from that. After 180 days, they may or may not reinstate him. So then what?
Right now, McClurkin says her son has been doing online school, but it's not an accredited program. It's meant to help him stay on track while he's at home. Ann, back to you.
Have you guys seen that story? What do you think? I didn't want to comment until I played it. Lansing, Michigan. Came out a couple of days ago. Picking up traction. 11 years old, you know. He was supposed to report that other kid with the gun. What do you think? He took the gun, according to her, and, you know, dismantled the gun, disarmed the other. Or is that story horse shit? Let me look in the live chat. Oh, my goodness. Someone says she gives me criminal vibes. Who's that said, where's the father? Oh, I so agree. Sir Greystoke. That's the question. Where the F is the father? We got mama up on television. Where is the father? Area code 917. Good afternoon. Please watch the language. 917. Jimmy Kimmel has returned. Are you there?
Yes, good afternoon. Good afternoon.
How are you, sir?
I'm well, and yourself?
Good, good, good. Where do you want to start?
Yeah. I wanted to start with you talking about can we grow our own food?
Go ahead.
Yes, I definitely can. I was actually a farmer for a couple years.
Okay, nice. Can you tell us what state, what county? You don't have to give the exact location, but where at?
I was in New York State, actually.
Okay,
upstate New York.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, by St. Lawrence County.
Nice.
Yeah, we donated well over 50,000 pounds in a season. We grew a bunch of squash, tomatoes, peppers, onions, eggplant. We grew a lot of things. It was an interesting experience.
You were growing this
Yeah.
to get a tax break, or you were selling it for profit?
Well, it was a donation. It was a charity type of thing we were doing.
Okay, so you received a tax break. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just trying to understand, what was the motivation?
Sometimes you just do things for the good,
Okay.
For the greater good.
Okay. So with regards to people of today, I don't have any numbers to present here, but it just seems like more people are more concerned with fast food, eating out. Females of all ethnicities, cooking and canning and stuff like that is not a priority like the past. Yes, no?
It's definitely not, especially where I'm from. I'm from New York City, so it's not really. Well, food is so easy to come by that there's no real incentive to farm for the most part, unless you would understand what's the real reasoning for it.
Right.
Yeah, things are pretty easily accessible. But I grew up around. Well, I'm Jamaican. My parents are Jamaican, so
okay.
I grew up seeing them grow a lot of things. Callaloo, and I'm sure you're somewhat familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah, tomatoes, etc. But
so hang on now. Stay with me. So now you have become more trusting of white people, basically. Yes.
No, why you say that? I don't get that.
If you well,
nice try.
Well, if you have been farming, organic farming, I would assume, and you have the knowledge, and as they used to say back in the days, each one teach one. Why do you no longer grow and garden and farm? Well, what made you stop?
Well, I just had a season that just passed.
Oh, okay.
I have a little patch in actually my parents' house because they have some land over there.
Gotcha.
I'm pretty sure you're familiar with the area too. St. Albans, I don't really mind saying.
Yeah. St. Albans, Queens, absolutely.
Yeah, the backyards are fairly decent, so you grow stuff every year. But what it takes to grow things year round, it's more intensive. You would need at least like a hoop tunnel or some sort of greenhouse.
Right.
Just do it how cold it gets, But I know how to compost, vermicomposting.
Mm-hmm.
I know a thing or two about the soil, so yeah, it's definitely pretty rewarding, man.
Are you married?
Rewarding thing.
Are you yourself married?
No, not as of yet. No.
It's a dying art form, if you will. I shouldn't say art form. It's a dying art. It's a dying art, and these females of today, I don't know, man. They want to be acknowledged. They want to kill you when it comes to child support and other things. But I think that it's so important that the hand that puts the food in the mouth of a child has to have some type of understanding of gardening. That's just me. But go ahead and land your plane.
No, I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree. Nutrition is the most fundamental science because that's how you take care of your own body.
Right.
And then farming kind of goes hand in hand with that in a sense.
Yeah.
To have a understanding of actually growing the food that you can use to nourish yourself.
Yeah.
And the different varieties, and not for nothing. I'm not sure if you're aware, but a lot of varieties are actually disappearing because a lot of the heirloom ones, they're foregoing them instead to use ones that are more high yield, disease resistant, or ones that are resistant to certain pesticides for monetary gain. So yeah, the art and science of it is dying in a way, you could say.
Well, let me ask you also, now, did you raise any livestock or just vegetables and stuff like that?
No, I don't have any experience with raising livestock, but I've done research, but I have no hands-on experience in terms of that.
Okay. I appreciate the call, man. Thank you.
Yep, thank you. Have a good one.
Anybody want to call in and talk about raising pigs? Pigs, chickens. Guys, sit tight in the queue. I'm coming to you shortly. Just hold on. Guys, thank you for your support via Venmo. It's on the screen. Star Report. Benny Blanco got your donation. I became a member. Will I be able to listen to the hot mics before the... Oh, sir. Sit tight. Andre, I got your donation. Did I speak to him? I think I just did. Salute to you, sir. I got your donation. Bilal, got your donation. Thank you very much. Bill, I got your donation. Thank you. Aladdin, I got your donation. Salute, Aladdin. I think that's all the videos I have with regards to farming. Peace, Tyreek, I got your donation, sir. Thank you for becoming a member to the show. If you're just now tuning in, I am encouraging members to send us links to post in the community section. Anything that you may need to promote or that you want us to, convey to others, send us an email. Okay. Skylar Saunders, sit tight. I see you in the queue. I'm coming to you next. Okay, that has something, nothing to do with what I'm talking about. Skylar Saunders, area code 302. Good afternoon, Skylar.
Good afternoon, sir.
How are you, man? Let's crack him. Shake him.
Doing very well. I want to get to the topic. Jimmy Kimmel returns and tears up in emotional monologue. Yeah. I saw the whole thing. He boo-hooed and cried and whimpered, and he got some laughs, and then he was saying how it might have been the wrong time to say what he said, but he should have stood on business. He should have stood on individual rights. You have the right to say whatever the hell you want. Now they have companies they have Nexstar and Tenga and can't remember the other one, but they have not carried his show in 66 markets. So I think he really should just go to YouTube. That's what I think he should do.
Can I jump in?
Sure.
Jimmy Kimmel makes an estimated $15 million a year. He is a tool.
Yes.
And
yes.
No, sir, he's not going to stand on business. He is not an Ashkenazi. He is Catholic. Let's not get it twisted. Okay.
Absolutely.
Jimmy Kimmel, if you ask me, he did the right thing, but I don't hate the guy. I'm not a supporter. I just don't care. I'm just using him for the algorithm. I have never watched a full episode of Jimmy Kimmel.
I haven't either. It is so corny. He's corny.
Well, it's dry humor, but now hang on a second. Did you know that back in the late 90s, from 1999 until 2003, he was wearing blackface in a lot of these sketches on Comedy Central, The Man Show, and he didn't apologize until 2020. Did you know that?
I did not know that. No, I did not. I did not know that. The hater misses nothing.
Yeah, again. Yeah. So that was his come up, if you will. He apologized in 2020. What was that? The peak of the cancel culture? Did they?
Yeah. Yes, that was when the NFL teams changed their names. That's when the Aunt Jemima got off the bottles. That's right. When all of that happened. All that happened. It was a swirl of it because of the George Floyd situation. So everybody was getting tense and sensitive. And
hang on a second. Jimmy Kimmel explained that he was initially reluctant to apologize.
Wow.
Publicly, because he did not want it to be celebrated as a victory by those who equate apologies with weakness. Whoa. Whoa! So he didn't want to.
Wow.
He didn't want to be perceived as weak to the people who he may have offended. And again, this was for years, from 1999 until 2003. He was wearing blackface, not just blackface, black arms. You know, he was pretending to be a Karl Malone from the.
I do remember that.
Utah
I remember
Jazz.
those sketches.
Yeah, hold on a
I
second.
do remember the Karl Malone sketches.
He later stated that his delay was a mistake. Yeah, it's someplace else now. And there have been many others. Jimmy Fallon, blackface. Sarah Silverman. So I'm not hating because he did blackface, but at the same time, I don't care about his return. Where do you want to go?
Same thing. I saw the whole monologue, but then I switched off, after that, because I don't know, he just seems corny to me. I don't know. My guy for late night is Conan O'Brien. He had more sophisticated ignorance, I guess you can say. He had stupid ideas, but they're really smart too at the same time. So that was my guy for late night. But I have to acknowledge the three major stations, ABC, NBC, CBS. They have not ever had a man of color as the top. Everybody says, "Oh, but what about Arsenio?" That was Fox. That was Fox. They've never had a man of color as the late night host.
Conan O'Brien, I don't know for certain. Was he in blackface?
No, I don't think he did like a sketch where he was supposed to be like the blaxploitation of a pimp before, but that's as close as he's gotten.
So he was playing a pimp in blackface.
Yeah, like he had like a real.
That's blackface.
Like jacket.
Skylar, that's blackface.
That's blackface. So I guess Conan's on that train too.
Oh, Drake.
Yeah, of course, Drake.
Did you know Drake?
Yeah.
Drake was in blackface.
Pusha T exposed him with the blackface.
God. So listen, I mean, I'm just saying, I'm not, tripping off of blackface, but hey, I don't care about Jimmy Kimmel. So, what about gardening or anything with regards to that, Skylar? Do you partake?
I don't, but it's in my family. My great uncle was a farmer. He had his own farm. He had land. He had a few acres. He sold different meats and vegetables to the market. It's like in the 50s and 60s, I think it was. So it's in my family, definitely.
People always talk about the Black Wall Street and Harlem, and I often talk about the Deuces in St. Petersburg, Florida. Did you know that Atlantic City, before the casino booms, when they were building all the casinos back in the 50s and the 60s, black people had a lot of fish markets in Atlantic City? Did you know?
I did not know that. No.
Yeah.
And that's the same. It's the same thing.
They had it going on. It was just as popular as Harlem. Anybody? Let me look in the live chat.
Right.
Guys, live chat. Anybody have great grandparents or grandparents who had fish markets in Atlantic City? I'm sorry, you were saying, Skylar? What?
No, I was saying it's not to stray off from what you're talking about, but it kind of relates to it. The film industry in New Jersey was really the first Hollywood. A lot of people don't know that, and it's the same thing with the black community. They were communities; they weren't just neighborhoods, but they were communities that raised their own crops, raised their own different produce and things of that nature.
Okay. Hey, man, good to talk to you, Skylar. Salute.
Can I promote a little bit?
Yeah, go ahead, please.
All right, this is not even for me. This is for a good friend. .focus_. He has 2 songs, Kill the Temptation and Outside. You can find them on Apple Music and Spotify.
Is he talking about murder, death, and kill, or is he talking some what is he talking about?
I think it's a laid back kind of weed kind of smoking kind of thing.
I prefer drill music, but okay, listen.
I know drill music. I was about to say you prefer, bang bang.
Send me a link and we'll put it in the community section. Salute.
Appreciate it.
Okay. Star and Report back in the building. Thank you for your patience. Okay, I got myself some black coffee and a sandwich. Or as some of you say, a sandwich. A sandwich. Oh my God. Hey, phone lines are open. Lou 89, thank you for becoming a member. Lou 89, we got some things in store for members. Starting out with a promotion in the community section. Just send us a link via email, and we will be more than happy to promote you in the community section, okay? Any and all members, all right? Area code 704, good afternoon.
Okay.
704. Yes, no, maybe.
What's up with you, my guy?
Hey, what's
Hey,
going on?
how you doing?
What's going on, lady? Nice to hear from you. Are you there?
Yes, so what you want to start with? Yeah, I'm here.
Can you grow your own food? It's showrunner. It's a very serious topic to some degree. Please.
I understand. Now back in the day, because I am a country girl, you know what I'm saying? We did used to grow our own fruit and stuff like that. We had like a little garden and stuff, but as the time has grown on, like the seeds and stuff that you get in the store, like you used to could be able to replant them over and over again. You can't do that now. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, you know what I'm saying? So like back earlier this year, it was like how people were reporting fog everywhere around the world. This is not off subject. This is the point in what I'm telling you. Okay, so come to find out, like back in 1970s, it came out where they actually went to this community in St. Louis, and it was just a community of Black people, and so what they did was the people there was talking about how the fog was, how it was back at the beginning of the year. And come to find out, they were kids then, and they was talking about how cloudy it was and how it was running through and playing in it, this and that, right? These people have cancer, they have all kind of ailments due to that fog. So what I'm saying is, and then it happened again back in 2010.
Baby, I have to jump in and say you're going all over the place. The question, I need you to stay on topic. Can you grow your own food now? That's the question.
I could, but at the same time, that's what I was saying. Okay.
Well, either you do or you don't. With all due respect, babe, with all due respect, can you grow your own food? I'm not saying take it easy.
I could if I tried, but at the same time, that was the point, was chemtrails and the stuff that they're spraying in the air. So, I mean, it doesn't even matter.
That's an excuse, baby.
But really,
that's an excuse. That's an excuse. Come on.
It could be an excuse. It could be okay.
Can I ask how old are you?
It's really calm.
Can I ask how old are you? Respectfully.
I'm 42. 42 is Maritza, calling from North Carolina. I spoke to you several times. I
don't remember, baby. I don't know what I had for breakfast this morning. But hang on a second. It is vital to grow your own food. Now, what you've just said is that's a cop-out. It doesn't make any difference. White women are out here growing food for their babies. You do know that in record numbers. Well, white folks are gardening, greenhouses, and all sorts of stuff. You know that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've been looking at the show.
Well, don't take my word for it. I'm saying you can do your Googles, as they used to say, do your research. You see these white girls that got these high-end jobs, but they got the little greenhouses, and they got the raised beds, and they're growing turnips and all squash and vegetables, onion bulbs, and yeah. Are you a mother? Your mother?
Yes, I am.
Come on, Queen. Come on, Queen.
I'm my grandmother. But at the same time, see.
Come on, Queen. Queen, do you know how to make pickles?
Hear what you say.
Queen, how do you make pickles? Come on.
Some cucumbers.
And what else?
Oh, don't get in the line. It's been years. I don't know. Don't give me the line. I need to get into it. And I've been saying that I need to start, you know what I'm saying? the way that this, like, when you play earlier.
Hold on, Queen. Now, do you have silk wrap nails or French manicure or gel tips? Silk wrap nails, French manicure or gel tips? Which one do you have?
Gel tips, but it doesn't even matter. I can still dig in the dirt. Honey. It's not a problem. But I'm just saying, without
You got the high-end job. Now, hold on a second. If you would have said French manicure, I said, oh, shit, I would have gave you a pass. But you got gel tips. You ain't trying to put your hands in no goddamn soil. Come on.
But the way that things are going, I mean, we're going to have to do something. Just like the black farmer that I've been on that though, with the black farmer talking about like how that, like the farming is like at one point, like a couple of months ago, I remember whenever they swooped in Texas and they took out the migrants or whatever, the farmers over there were complaining about not having any workers and how the fruits and vegetables were spoiling in the fields. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't have nobody to pick the stuff. So yeah, I do need to get right. But at the same time, you heard what I just said. These seeds they're modified. So I don't know. I might try it out, Star.
That's
you know what I'm saying? But
baby, that's an excuse. Oh, the seeds and the air and the water. Come on now.
Your cousin is Queen of Fool, honey. I'm the one to be telling it all the time. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
Hang on now. Queen of Fool and Supernova Slum have saved my life.
Yes. And I tell you that all the time. Yeah. So I'm gonna try it out, but at the end of the day, what I really called in for is that young man, and I'm so glad that you brought that up.
Which one?
About the 11-year-old.
Oh my gosh! Wasn't that now that story? Lansing, Michigan. They put him out of school because supposedly he disarmed another student with the gun, and to let his mother tell it, he was taking the gun apart or something like that. But then they put him out. Right? Any updates?
No, and that's why I'm so glad that you said something. I'm gonna have to try to find out what's going on, because at the end of the day, and then you had a nerd talking about where the daddy at. Who do you think was taking him hunting? How you think he know how to take a gun apart? You know what I'm saying? Just because he ain't on camera, honey, don't mean he ain't there.
Okay, I appreciate the call, Donald. I appreciate the call.
All right.
Bye now. Okay.
All right. Peace and bless.
Look at that there, boy. Area code 515. Good afternoon. Please watch the language. 515.
Sure.
Are you there? Hey.
Yeah, I just wanted to keep it sweet and simple, but I have been doing a little garden for the last 2 years.
Okay.
I enjoy it.
Can you come closer to the phone, please? A little echo.
Sure.
Give her a second.
I'm closer. Yeah,
there you go.
I do. I do have a little garden. It's
nice.
actually like a little meditation kind of little getaway thing for me, actually, more so.
It's therapeutic. It's therapeutic.
It is.
Yeah.
Very much so. So I have cantaloupe, green pepper, tomatoes, potatoes. I have a few sunflowers.
Okay.
I try to do my little research on how to, keep it going. And I got a little plant app that you take a picture of the plant and it'll tell you if something's wrong or
right.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean,
are you a mother? Are you a mother?
I am.
Okay.
I am.
So the kids
have an 18-year-old and
the kids don't really understand. They're wondering why you don't just go to the market, right? They don't really get it.
Yeah, but my youngest, my 4-year-old, she actually enjoys picking tomatoes.
Nice.
She's super into it like me.
Nice.
So, but the older ones, they don't care.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, that's it.
Stay with me. So now, how do you deal with the squirrels? Because the squirrels go through everything, right? They don't necessarily.
I have a high bed.
Okay, they don't necessarily want to eat everything, but they'll run through it, right? Squirrels.
Yeah, it actually, I've learned that it's like attracting like all kinds of bugs I've never seen before. So it is a lot of work, but it's worth it.
Do you feel the difference between eating your food and, I don't know, buying something from the market that's been sprayed and waxed?
I can tell the difference more so of like, you know, just how it looks. It looks at times like how you said, like it could have dents or something, you know, like it looks completely different from the store-bought one, which makes me always feel like we've been eating poison from the store.
Do you grow any lettuce at all?
I haven't tried that. I want to try that next year. I want to try to start indoor planting and then, you know, plant it outside when it's the season.
Okay.
I live kind of in a cold state, so we get more snow than sun.
I appreciate the call. Have a great day.
Thank you so much.
Bye now. Okay. Okay, we got some women calling in. That's what I'm talking about. Hold on a second. Got some women calling in. Did I miss anybody in terms of putting your... hang on a second, guys. Area code 347. Please watch the language.
Yes. Nice to meet you.
347.
I'm Mrs. Sterritt.
Oh no.
That's okay.
Okay, are you ready? You're doing too much.
Thank you, though.
Are you? Oh,
Like, do you live in the area?
Bye. Let's get her out of here. Why do I have to hear your conversation, but yet and still you're not ready to join this conversation? Area code 704. Good afternoon. Good evening. Are you there? 704.
What's going on, Stars? That was a poor legacy on the check-in. What's going on with you,
what's
man?
up, man? Good to hear from you. It's cracking.
Yeah, hanging in there, man. I just had to call in about growing your own food and the Kimmel situation.
Go ahead.
Kimmel, whatever his name is. Yeah.
Kimmel, yeah.
But yeah, growing up, born and raised in the islands, coming from neither Sinkits, you know what I mean? So my grandmother, she had sheep and, you know, stuff like that and chicken coops and stuff, you know, growing banana trees and passion fruit, all that stuff. So kind of seeing it, that, you know, she would get out there, she would hold the land, you know what I mean? You know, putting the seeds in and all that. So, you know, coming here to the States when I was 11, I'm far removed from it now. So, but I think if I was to kind of get into it, but I think, like you said, most minorities in America are not really doing it. But like you said, there's a lot of white folks for some reason, you know, they're still out there hunting, doing their thing, like they're getting ready for the apocalypse, you know. So, but I mean, it's
well. Hang on a second. Now, with all due respect, your grandmother knew how to take the head off of a chicken with an axe, like it was nothing. Like it was nothing. Like it was nothing.
Oh, wring the neck. You know what I mean? Wring the neck. Yeah, man.
Are you married? Are you married at all? You married? You have a girlfriend?
Yeah. I'm married to a Puerto Rican. Yeah, two kids.
Okay, yeah. Okay. So your beautiful wife, you know, she sees something moving, she damn near jumps. She jumps.
Yeah. Well, she was born and raised too in Puerto Rico. So so she's used. Yeah, so she's used to that chicken, and you know they're big on the pigs over there too. So yeah, but you brought back, like you said, wringing the neck of the chicken and gutting the sheep. Yeah. You know what I mean? The smell, you know what I mean? Like hanging it upside down, like the bleed out and all that stuff. Yeah, man. Yeah. You know what I mean? You know, so it was kind of it was fun growing up. You know what I mean? Because everything was kind of more natural. You know.
If you ask a girl today, hey, do you know how to cure meat? You know how to cure me? She said, but what?
No, they wouldn't. Yeah, you're right. Putting salt on it, getting prepared, and all that stuff. Yeah, wow, yeah. You're right. Yeah. They would know. So I think it's a lost art. You know, I mean, it's like, you know, they're preparing the nation to, like, I mean, if you're growing something, to me, if you're farming and there's some kind of pandemic or a blackout or something, you could be on the chopping block. You know what I mean? So to me, you shouldn't even be advertising it online. You know what I mean? If something was to go down, you know what I mean?
Well,
that's my opinion right there, yeah.
I think many people in America, I mean, I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer, but many people have lost a lot of different values, if you will, with regards to how to just be natural, you know? I'm sure your grandmother and your grandfather they knew how to read maps. Well, we used to take trips.
That's true.
Family trips. My father had maps. I mean, he was in the Navy, of course, so he understood longitude and latitude. But today, families can't take a drive 5 miles without a goddamn GPS. Lost.
yeah, GPS. Yeah,
Lost.
They got it on their phone. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I mean, so yeah, it's totally different now compared to like, and the new thing back then, before even the phones, was the map quest. You could print them out. Yeah. But before that, like you said, you have to know how to read a map. The different routes and everything, the routes and all that stuff. Yeah. But yeah, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate you. If you guys got some new music coming out, just send me an email so we can get that in the community section. All right.
Oh, definitely will. I'll send my donation over.
Salute.
All right, take it easy. All right, peace. All right.
Who's on the screen there? Guys, thank you for your support. You put dried chopped ivory soap in a foot perimeter around your garden to keep the animals away. Well, that sounds hot. That sounds hot. So squirrels jump right over that, especially flying squirrels, sir. Thank you for your donation. Squirrels cannot be stopped. My other YouTube channel, Squirrel Party, it became Squirrel Party because I, like many of you, at first I thought I was going to get some bird houses and feed the birds, and then the squirrels jump from the goddamn way up in the branch, down onto the goddamn birdhouse, flip that shit over. All the goddamn bird seeds came out, and there they were just, munching like it was nothing. Area code 313. Please watch the language. Are you there? Good evening.
Yes, I am here. What's going on with you, Star? You all right today?
Peace, fam.
All right,
fam, do you grow your own food? You sound like a man of knowledge. Peace.
No, I don't, but that is a big thing here in Michigan. Okay. They just passed a law saying that we could do our own farming because they've been warned with the state with this law being passed. So that's real big here. Okay. Real big.
Come on.
So people had just been permitted last year to be able to grow and raise their own farm animals here in Michigan. That just passed last year.
Okay.
So it's a lot of women here. It's a lot of women here that's been growing. Like, I don't know, y'all might need to get y'all Detroit girl. It's a lot of girls here that do grow their own vegetables. No doubt. Now, as far as the animals or whatever, that's something different. But, hey, I had a war with the squirrels also. And I can tell you, it's a mean one. But let me tell you.
You lost the war. Let's keep it real, sir. You lost the war with the squirrels.
I'm negative. No, I'm about to tell you something. Squirrels and everything else do not like crushed red pepper. They do not like crushed red pepper. They do not. Now, you said they flying, right? Okay, so when you got your garden, you're supposed to have your garden caged in. Then you put red pepper in the summertime around the cage or whatever. They're not going to go nowhere near it. Okay. They're not going to go nowhere near it. I promise you. You're going to run the rabbits.
Can you send us some video proof, sir? But listen, I'm saying the squirrels are undefeated. They get in anything, everything. They are acrobats. But go ahead.
They heavy. I seen the squirrel and the cat go at it. I told the cat, leave him alone. He seen the squirrel jump up the pole, jump to the tree. He just looked and was like, dang, I told you, leave him alone. Yeah. Leave him alone. Yeah. But listen, let me get back to the Michigan thing, because I'm in Detroit, Michigan, and I need to let y'all know about the Lansing thing. I'm here.
Come on.
Boots on the ground here. Now, let me tell y'all a short story, 60 seconds, that happened to me when I was 10 years old.
Hang on a second. Now, you're talking about the 11-year-old boy who they put him out of school. I played the video because he took the gun apart, supposedly took it from his classmate and then took it apart, right? As you're talking about?
Yes. Come on. Yes, exactly.
Come on.
So when I was 10 years old, a little boy brought a gun to school to shoot me and my cousin because we beat him up a couple of days prior to that, and I disarmed him. I took the gun from him, and I didn't even know it was real. Okay. I was 10 years old. I didn't even know the gun was real. And I gave the gun to the teacher, and he ended up going somewhere or whatever. They tried to get me and my cousin to come down there and testify or whatever, and my parents or whatever, they was against. They said, nah, they done with that. They offered that. And I'm saying this to say that these things at 10, 11 years old are prominent in the community. Okay. And it's wild work. This happened. I'm 49. This happened to me in 1985. This 2025.
Come on.
So what I'm saying is everybody want to always point fingers at what needs to be done, but the gun control and no one battles the NRA. No one goes up against the NRA or the big boys who's actually pushing the product. Nobody goes against them. Nobody. They're the biggest bullies in America, and nobody speaks about these people. They make all this ammunition that's killing people. I mean, we know that guns.
Well, so I'm going to jump in right there. I don't mean to slow you down, but you know, the needs of the many far outweigh the problems of the few. So the people that are having these mishaps, misfirings, not protecting their loved ones from the firearms in the home. They're not locking up the guns. You know, those are sad incidents, you know, but the needs of the many far outweigh the problems of the few. We need guns, sir. This is America. We need guns. We need ammunition, you know. That's who we are. That's who we are.
But why are the guns why are they so available to all of these people? Why is that?
Because this is Sodom and Gomorrah, sir. Do you not understand where you are?
Yes, I know.
You were born and raised. Hold on a second, sir. You were born and raised on stolen land, right?
Yes.
We are colonizers, right?
Yes, we are. Yes.
Treaty breakers, right?
Yes, Boston Tea Party, yes.
Well, all treaties, Treaty of Tripoli, and so on and so on. We break treaties. You are intertwined with the lawbreakers and the killers. Are you not?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
But
how much ammunition do you have at home, sir? Are you ready?
Hey, man.
I'm not laughing, sir. I'm not laughing. How much ammunition do you have at home? Are you ready for whatever? Whenever?
No, I have none.
Okay.
I have none.
Well, then, hey, you know, as the old saying goes, sir, get down or lay down. Go ahead, land your plane.
Yeah. Hey, listen, man. I'm in the fight, but I know that the pen is mighty. Is mightier than the sword. I know this. I know the pen.
For white people, yes. For white people, the pen is mighty. For white people, you're not white, sir. You're not white.
No, I'm not. But guess what? We are pushing a $3.4 trillion industry here. And if we took them pesos, we took that money, and we put that money on the right candidate, we can have our own thing going.
I don't know who.
That's the narrative that we pushing.
I don't know who our. Hey, I appreciate the call, man. Salute.
Yeah.
What's he talking about? Our own thing. Oh my God. Wait a minute. Salute to Tyreek. He said the caller has a slingshot. He had a nigga ain't got no ammunition. Anybody follow me on Instagram? Do you see what I sleep with every night? Her name is Karuchi. AR-15, right in the bed with me. I squeeze her tight. Area code 347, sit tight. I'll be right there. Sit tight. We're having a pretty good discussion about can you grow your own food? I may change the title to that. Can you grow your own food? I don't really care about Jimmy Kimmel. I mean, you know. Maybe I'll change it now. Hold on a second. There's something else that went on recently. I think Diddy, guys, is Diddy being sued again? They are really strategically trying to get Diddy out of here. I don't know who he pissed off, but Diddy is being sued again by his longtime stylist. I forget that. Well, Deontay Nash. Did he leave or did he get rid of him? Was it 2018? I could be wrong. They're trying to get Diddy out of here. Okay. Hey, Lisa, was that Cassie's bestie? Area code 347. Good evening. Are you there? 347.
Good evening, sir.
Hey, who's this?
Noel.
Hey, Noel, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. We've kind of shifted the gears of this show, and I'm asking, can you grow your own food? Unless you want to talk about Jimmy Kimmel. It's up to you.
No, I want to talk about the growing your own food situation.
Please.
And the answer is yes, you can. So I'm currently in New York, in the tri-state area, and I have a garden. And during the summertime, I do not have to purchase many items at all for my family to eat because of the way we grow our food.
Good for you. And you've been gardening for how long? I mean,
well, my mom is from the Caribbean, so we grew up doing that with her.
Okay.
But independently, I've been doing it for at least 20 years.
Okay. When you say the Caribbean, Jamaica or some other location?
No, actually, St. Lucia.
St. Lucia. Okay.
Yes.
I forget the exchange or whatever. Do they produce a lot of food there, or is it imported in? Because there was a point in Jamaica back in 2001 or 2002 where almost 80% of the food was actually shipped in from Miami, Jamaica. That was crazy. But do they?
Well, right now they used to. Yeah, they used to do a lot of producing, but just like the other islands, they're kind of following suit. And, the KFCs are around, and no one's really eating organic. Even on the island, people are buying KFC and not growing their own chickens.
Did you see that video where they're going crazy over the KFC, as you just said, and to let people tell it, oh, no, that's organic KFC. The fuck?
No, that's a negative. It's not organic. The chicken is shipped over, and it's the same chicken that you would get if you stood in the line for the food pantry, like during the pandemic.
Right. I'm gonna Google something. Go ahead and talk. You have the floor.
No, I just feel like, you were mentioning about women today and whether they're real queens and things of that nature. And at the end of the day, I think that was such a good point because, these women today, they don't even buy groceries. They Instacart, they order from these websites where all the meals are already prepared, and they either just pop it in the microwave or, like another gentleman said, they pop it in the air fryer. So, my kids are not like that, but they are in the minority.
Good for you.
Even my son, he's 4. He goes out there, he eats tomatoes and peppers and pulls carrots straight and eats them raw. So, if we don't teach the kids, I mean, how can we expect them to know anything different than what, the internet and the government wants them to do?
Yeah. Do you have any tips for mothers, or boyfriends, husbands who are considering gardening? I think it becomes therapeutic. It might be a little hard at first to get started, but you have any tips?
I do. The first tip I would say is don't be afraid and start small. You may not be as extensive as I am, but once you grow one tomato plant and then go try and buy tomatoes in the supermarket, you're going to say, let me grow 2, and you're going to move on to something else. And then the internet is just a wealth of information. The same way you can Google things, foolishness, is the same way all of these YouTubers who are out there who are really giving free information. And that's how you get started. So just get started. And then if you're really about it, then you're going to realize, wow, I can do more and more, and you'll do it.
Can I say something kind of crazy? Do you know who you sound like? You sound like Khalees.
Uh-oh.
Khalees.
Well, my voice is naturally raspy, and I had laryngitis last week.
No. Hang on. Are you Nas's ex-wife, Khalees? Because Khalees
No,
is in...
I am not.
Let me finish. Khalees has culinary training, and she's in Africa farming. Are you sure you're not Khalees?
She is.
Pretending that... What'd you say?
I am 100% positive. That's so funny.
You said she is? How do you know? How do you know she's in Africa farming?
Because I saw it on your channel the other day, and I saw her on YouTube. She's doing big things out there.
I'm just playing with you. Hey, I appreciate the call.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Take care. Okay, bye.
Troll babies. Doesn't that sound like Khalees? What a sweet human being she was. So long ago when I met her. I think it was 2002. Malcolm says that was her, Star. Sound just like her. Okay, thank you for your comment. Is it Krager? Jamaica still imports 90% of its food. I hope that number is not right, sir, with all due respect. What was that documentary well, we've spoken about? It's Life and Debt. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Oh, my goodness. According to AI Overview, right? Reliance on imports. As a net importer of agricultural food products, Jamaica relies heavily on international trade to meet its food demands. In 2022, the value of food and beverage imports was $1.4 billion. That's sad to hear. Oh, my God. That is sad to hear. There's a really good documentary. It's old now, but Life and Debt came out in 2001. And back then they were talking about 75 to 80% of the food imported in Jamaica was from Miami. So you got the Cubans. Tony Touch, I have to disagree with you, sir. He says many farms in Jamaica. No, sir. Tony Touch, in Jamaica, they are still producing powdered milk. That documentary breaks it down. It's called Life and Debt. Let me see if I can put that in the the live chat. No, sir. All that, what my family used to have in the backyard, all that shit's a thing of the past, sir. Yeah, Tyreek says, yeah, kangaroo tail. That's a fact. We posted the link in the live chat before. That place that from Australia that ships kangaroo tail into Jamaica. Nobody has an ox in Jamaica in their backyard. Stop it. Let me see if I can find that link again. Hold on a second. Oh, my nigga, Panna the Canna. Hey, man, good to hear from you. Panna, what's cracking?
Yo, bless, Star.
Bless.
Hey, man.
What's going on, man?
I want to talk about, can you grow your own food?
Yeah, I'm about to change the title. Go ahead. We're done with Jimmy Kimmel. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
You can definitely grow your own food. I grow my own vegetables annually, whether there are cherry tomatoes, eggplants, peppers, cabbage, and I grow enough of it. My partner and I, we grow enough of it to have it last us for the fall and the early winter. Last year we had enough cherry tomatoes where we cooked pasta sauces like every day, all different types of dishes with cherry tomatoes, and it was good to grow your own food, save some money from spending it at the grocery store, because everything is crazy and cost these days. Yeah. And to eat your own food, it makes you feel good to grow and to eat what you have grown. It's a fulfilling type feeling, and you definitely feel like you achieved something.
Yeah. Now you said your partner, so you're not married?
No, my fiance.
Oh, okay. All right. Does she hold on a second, I'm sorry, I'm doing two things here. Does she know how to skin a rabbit? Does she know how to chop the head off of a chicken? Does she know how to trap squirrels or anything that that you could?
Nah, she's not that skilled. You know what I mean? And even if she could do that, I mean, you know what? If we got down to the last days, I'm pretty sure she could. I'm not doubting her.
She would try.
You know, she would try. She would definitely try if we were down to the last days. You know, I'll eat a chipmunk. I'll eat a squirrel if I have to, or a raccoon. You know what I mean? I know a couple of homies from the South that say raccoon and squirrel meat is good. You know, when they were not having the money to afford chicken and beef or whatever, they went out and got themselves some squirrel meat. With some barbecue sauce, tastes probably just as good as chicken.
Where are your parents from, Pana? Where are your parents from?
Panama.
Oh, that makes sense. You know, I didn't learn until my teens, maybe my mid to late teens, that the ducks and the chickens that we used to have in Scotch Plains, New Jersey, that the reason why they kept disappearing because my father was cutting their heads off and cooking them.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
We lived in a beautiful place, Scotch Plains, New Jersey. But my father, who was from Durham, North Carolina, we had ducks, we had chicken, we had all sorts of shit in the goddamn backyard, and shit kept disappearing. I didn't, pay no attention to it. I don't know what he told me of. It just disappeared or something. Or I don't know. He took them somewhere, but yeah, he was cutting them up and cooking them. I think maybe in the 8th grade, he finally told me. And I said, "Oh, okay, copy." I just said copy. Go ahead.
We saw this summer or whenever it was that the migrants were taking the geese from the ponds in these local cities, and running off into cars with them. And we know what they were making: soups, casseroles, whatever they did in their countries. But that was food. It was food for the taking. Yeah. You know what I mean? But man, salute.
Yes, sir.
You definitely can grow your own food. That's all I wanted to chime in. And
good to talk to you.
Yeah, bless, man. Keep doing your thing.
Okay, yes, sir. Hannah happening. Gangster of Love, good to see you, sir. Gangster of Love.
Star, the big homie, what's going on?
Hey, man, how are you? What's cracking? What's shaking?
Not a whole lot. I will give some knowledge what I can.
Come on.
And I don't garden, but I would like to probably in the next year, once me and my wife decide where we're going to live at permanently. They're putting a lot of stuff in food. And as some of y'all know, I used to work as a bio fuel engineer.
Right.
And a lot of the pigs, they use that as a choice white grease, and they also use it as animal feed. So when they would transfer it in, they don't wash out the tanks a lot of time, and a lot of animals are fed by byproducts. They're not fed like over here in America. The USDA doesn't actually keep up with actually what they're feeding animals. They say they do, but they let a whole lot of stuff go by. So if you go down to countries like Cuba, their main source of food is a pig, but all their stuff is grown naturally. That's why they usually don't develop high blood pressure and diabetes from pigs, because they're naturally fed. They don't have all the BS up in them.
I would rather hold hands with a nigga with a wig in Times Square than go to Cuba. But now, hold on a second. Now, hang on. With your knowledge, your degree, and your understanding of things, I'm surprised that you and your beautiful wife have not been gardening yet. Yeah, you don't grow anything, any type of vegetables, or you had a lot of land where you were living, right?
We did, but it's kind of hard to do. You got a lot of rabbits. I got a cat, so she go out there and destroy, and we didn't have like acres. So, but hopefully on the next build, when we do decide to build the house, I'd like to live out in the outskirts and do that. But, I would just encourage people to either shop at Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, or buy your cow. You can go and buy cows whole, and you can make sure they're grass fed.
No, Gangs of Love. I saw a report that says most of the food from Whole Foods is imported from China. I'll Google it. Go ahead. That's a scam.
Really?
I'll Google it just to be sure. Let me say allegedly. Go ahead. Go ahead and talk.
Yeah, no. So I know a lot of their fruits are organic, but the whole thing with Whole Foods is it's like extremely expensive, even if you're quote rich. You know, you can go in Whole Foods with $100 and you might come out with a bag and a half. So that's not gonna, solve. But at the end of the day,
can I jump in?
I think if you, yes, sir.
Can I jump in? AI overview. Yes, Whole Foods sources some of its organic produce from China, a practice that has drawn scrutiny due to questions about organic certification standards and the environmental impact of long-distance transport. Yeah, Whole Foods, that's stuff from China, man. Go ahead.
So now, Star, that you just dropped that knowledge on us, we need you to file a class action lawsuit.
No, sir. No, sir.
Because we've been duped. we've been fed a ruse that this whole thing is organic, and now I'm learning on the Star Report it's a whole bunch of BS. So I'm expecting you to file that class action lawsuit on your behalf, and I'm gonna follow in on it.
And Whole Foods has responded to the claims, saying that they acknowledge sourcing some organic products from China, stating they conduct audits and have confidence in the quality and safety of their products. Yeah, man. Some bullshit. Whole Foods.
Yeah. That's really discouraging to hear. I guess we can go to some of our local farmer markets. Hang on, baby. Daddy's on the phone. Go ahead. So we probably need to go to the local farm markets that are in town. All the farmers bring their stuff to the market and you can get it from there, and we trust their word. But at the end of the day, it's all about profits. So who knows what we're eating. But if you live to be 71 years old, then we can thank white Jesus for that. Yeah. Star, thank you for taking my call.
Sir,
I got to tend to my child.
Yes, sir. Salute you.
All right, salute.
Okay. Gangster love tapping in. You guys knew that already. I didn't teach you nothing. Whole Foods. Wasn't that like 3 years ago when they were accused of selling produce from China? Claiming this shit's organic? Fuck out of here. Who is this pretty brown skinned thing here? Who is this? Hold on, baby. Let's get your fine ass on the screen and see what you talking about. Looking like a whole snack. Wait a minute.
It's Dominique with Farm Unique, and I'm here to give you a couple of ways to improve your Florida garden. So tip number one is to grow what grows best in your zone. So I'm in zone 9B here in Florida, and this plant is callaloo. Now it's good for warmer climates. It's thriving. It's in the dead of June and it's 100 degrees outside, but this callaloo is doing really good. I don't even have to water it as often as other plants. So grow what grows best in your zone in the summer. So my second tip is to water deeply, and by that I mean using different watering instruments. Of course, your hose, but use different watering instruments. So I like to come out, water my garden really, really deeply every other day. And by deeply, it means I leave this water on in each garden bed for a couple of minutes, making sure the water soaks all the way down to the root zone. But additionally, around my garden, you'll see wine bottles that are turned upside down. They're inside of these terracotta stakes so that the water can slowly seep out of them. And I utilize that all summer. I also have oilers that are all over my garden, and those just help make sure the root zone of all my plants are staying well watered. So my second tip is to water and water deeply, and to use other methods of watering like oilers, wine bottles, whatever you have around the house that can hold water. I suggest using those to water your garden. So my next tip is to utilize shade cloth. Now this shade cloth blocks out 40 to 50% of the sun. This garden bed is my pepper garden bed. And so peppers do really well in zone 9B in the summer. However, when the temperatures peak 90 steadily each day, I like to pull out my shade cloth just to make sure my pepper plants have a chance to mature. Now, these are coral bell peppers, and while they're green and they look lovely, they still have a little bit of ways to go before they turn yellow or orange. And so I like to use this shade cloth to keep them from getting scalded from the sun.
Area code 914. Please watch the language. 914. Yes, no, maybe.
Yeah, let me mute.
Hello.
Please watch the language. Yes. How are you today, Star?
Hey there. Who's this?
Okay, yeah. So I wanted to call and talk about can you grow your own food?
Please, please.
Yes. Okay. So I believe, and I don't personally grow my own food. I live in New Jersey here. I believe that that's going to be essential. And I think the key is the soil. I do garden. I do have a backyard and I garden. I plant flowers and stuff, but I don't trust the soil in terms of growing your own food.
Okay.
But I think that's a way of the future. And that's something that me and my family, my son here, we were talking about, like, we had a carpenter and he's going to put some big wooden like blocks, and then I can purchase the soil and then start from there. My girlfriend grows tomatoes out in New Jersey. That's a big thing. But I do know that that's the way. I've been doing a lot of research on how to cultivate and how to grow food. So, yeah, that's all I have to say. I just
stay with me. Can I jump in? Can I jump in? Stay with me. Are you from my generation or millennial? I don't, respectfully.
I'm 72 baby, established, so 52.
Okay. With all due respect, it is vital that we teach our offspring. I mean, I don't have any biological kids, but your kids, your grandkids. It's vital because the future has already been predicted in a sense, in terms of food and what's going to happen. There's a classic science fiction film. I'm a sci-fi guy. 1973, Soylent Green. You heard of that, yes, with Charlton Heston?
Yeah, I heard about it, but I didn't read it, though. I mean,
you can
sci-fi. I thought you were talking about the book.
No. Well, Soylent Green with Charlton Heston, 1973. And it speaks about what we're going through now. But so listen, don't let that discourage you, the whole, not trusting the soil thing, because you've got to get your soil tested anyway. You've got to see where the pH level, where the pH levels are. You have to do that. So don't worry about, buying some type of supposed organic soil, whether it's potting mix, lawn soil. You're going to have to test it regardless. And you say
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you say your friend is going to make a raised bed for you?
Yes, exactly. He's a carpenter, and he kind of came in the backyard and gave me an idea about like how I can do it, and I have to put some plastic in there, and so I'm just utilizing resources from different friends to kind of get me started. Obviously, with all the technology.
Let me make a suggestion.
Some things.
Let me make a suggestion.
Yes.
You want to get pressure treated wood to put around your raised bed. You see, some wood is not pressure treated, but when it's pressure treated, it's more weather resistant, and it's a little hard. It's a little harder for certain insects to consume it or try and eat through it, so to speak. But you're in New Jersey, so listen.
Well, thank you.
Well,
yes, I'm in New Jersey.
Stay with me. Stay with me. What a rich history we have of women going back to the 40s and the 50s in New Jersey that were farmers and other things. Rich history, you know that in Jersey?
Yeah, I hear about it. I love New Jersey. I'm from New York. I've been out here for about 20 years, so I'm a New Jersey girl. I love the parks, so I can get into New York in 25 minutes, half hour.
What county?
Direction uptown.
What county are you in New Jersey?
I am in Essex. I'm in Bloomfield.
Oh, okay. Oh.
So right next to Montclair, Glen Ridge. Yeah, I love it out here. I love it. Yeah.
The only thing with Jersey is
not on the side of like the border of Newark. So I'm on the north side.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
But the only thing with Jersey is you're going to need a greenhouse because of the weather. But Jersey's, it's a good place. Soil's pretty good for growing. Raised beds, all right?
Okay. All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you for the call, darling.
I love the show. Thank you so much.
Bye now.
Okay.
That was a good call there. Al Tariq, peace. Al Tariq sent me the video about the fake cabbage. Good God almighty. Guys, please, no more videos about Indian street food. No, I can't. Oh, my God. That's crazy. I can't watch that. A Wolf's what is this? I'm going to have to come back to that. I'm not sure what that is. What is this about Jamaica, guys? Is this fake chickens? In Jamaica? No. I'm going to pass on that video, but thank you very much. Okay. Kevin Gates fun. Get out of here. What is her name again? Is it Draca? You gotta be kidding me. This is Kevin Gates' ex. He let her go. Okay, this video is from 4 years ago. Most of us like her demeanor, her vibe. She's very, very instrumental in his career, keeping that nigga off the drugs. Let's see if we can play her video without getting a copyright strike. This makes us even like her more to know that she is into farming. Hold on a second. Oh, she's doing it big.
Grasso. The Grasso. Yeah. Oh, that's the one that you said has the stronger smell, right? Yep. It like has the highest levels of the oil. But this one's gorgeous. Up here
Where
on the left.
is it? Oh, that's the olive tree.
I love that one.
Yeah. Wait till you see what that's gonna look like.
Does she do any talking in the video?
Like all those beds are gonna have shit in it.
Yeah. I can wait to see it. So this gate, that's gonna be right there.
It's really handmade, like it's made.
It looks like it belongs in like the Alice in Wonderland type of stuff. You need help?
Pick up this. That's big. I know. And it has that art.
Okay, I'm going to come back to this. Let me see if I can bookmark her page. Does she go into more detail about farming? Did her and Kevin Gates get divorced? Does she still use his last name? I don't usually root for women, but I hope she took half that nigga's shit. Area code 416. Good evening. Please watch the language. Are you there? 416. Yes, no, maybe.
Shalom, Star. Frankie G on the check-in.
Hey, good to hear from you, man. What's cracking?
Man, just getting ready to go to work, man. Just listening to the show. Great topics today, first of all.
Well, thank you, man.
Appreciate that.
Jimmy Kimmel,
Absolutely.
you know, and can you grow your own food? What do you think?
Can I touch just briefly on both topics?
Please, please.
So I saw that dreidel spinner, Jimmy Kimmel, with his crocodile tears on TV. You know what I mean?
He's not a Jew. He's not a Jew.
I'm pretty sure he's married to one. So, or he converted. I did my research last night, sir.
Okay, come on.
You know what I'm saying? So I just find it interesting how these people can cry on cue. I can't do that. I know people that have been murdered or, you know, have tragedies in my life, my father, people like that. But I can't cry on as soon as the camera comes on my face, I'm crying.
Right.
It reminded me of like the Goldman family from the OJ thing. Every time that Jew was on TV, he's like, you know what I mean? right on cue. You could just tell he loves the camera, man. It's like, yo, it's been 35 years, dog. Like, I'm pretty sure you've reached the point of acceptance of death in your family. You're not crying every single time genuinely. You're doing it for TV. You know what I mean? So I think I don't care about Jimmy Kimmel. I hope the Orange Man gets his show canceled because he was threatening to still do so. Let's get him out of here. And in terms of that whole direction of politics and stuff that's going on right now, I don't know if you know, but Tucker Carlson dropped part 1 of his 9/11 documentary deep dive.
I did not.
And I think that
I did not.
Yeah, I will send you a link to that, Star.
Okay.
He needs to be careful because he's going down a very dangerous road against the small hats. And my prediction after Charlie got popped was that Tucker might be next, man. So he needs. Yeah.
Easy. Let's not wish anything upon him. But now hold on a second. I saw Candace Owens call Pam Bondi a loser and a tool. Did you see that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Candace crashing out. Candace crashing out.
Star, as she should. This is America.
Okay.
You know, this is what we want to see. I want to see people dumbing out, man. Let the pistol smoke.
Okay.
But yeah. So Tucker Carlson's dropped part 1 of his like he's doing a brief docu-series on it, like a deep dive on what really happened on 9/11 and who benefited and who was behind it. So he's talking that real greasy stuff. You know what I mean? So he needs to be careful because I think they're coming for him next.
But now, hang on a second. Let's go back, Frankie G. So Jimmy Kimmel, right?
Yes, sir.
He gets $15 million a year base salary, right? Wouldn't you come back and cry? I mean, let's keep it real. Wouldn't you be shed some tears? Huh?
For 15 million?
15 million.
I might have to dig up some crocodile tears of my own.
But 15 million. He should have came back.
Put on the yarmulke.
He should have came back with a handkerchief
on TV, man.
Wiped his eyes. Put it back in his pocket. 15 million. 15 million, man.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a lot of Skrilla. He's getting the paper. You know, I'm not hating to hate. I just don't, F with that dude like that. And
he's corny.
And the crocodile tears.
He's corny.
Yeah, he's corny. Yeah, he's corny as hell. I remember the crocodile tears after the Vegas shooter laid everybody down too, when he was begging for everybody to give up their weapons. I remember that too.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, he's a cornball. But yeah, if I could just touch on the food topic.
Yeah, can you or do you grow your own food, Frankie G?
First of all, I want to borrow a page from your book briefly and say I would prefer to go to the LGBT parade with a nigga with a wig holding my hand than go down to China and visit that place. You know what I'm saying?
Well, here's the thing. China more than likely has been sending that stuff here. All the fake eggs, fake rice. They're sending that stuff over here in the goddamn, allegedly, I don't know, Chinese food restaurants.
Yeah, we're screwed. And I guarantee you somebody listening to the show right now, Star, smoking a blunt and going to be like, yo, I'm going to go grab some sweet and sour chicken balls right after the show's over.
Yeah. Sauteed cat.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you don't care, man. You just, it's ingrained in our society, the ignorance and, just, I don't know. We're trained to do it, so you got to do the best you can. But I just want to say that personally, out here we live in Alberta, in Canada, right? So there's a lot of farmers.
Okay.
So my wife does have some friends that from work and stuff that have their own farms. So we try to go to them for things like vegetables and our steak and stuff like that. But it's not like one of the previous callers was saying. It's not so simple because you never know for sure what they're feeding the cows and all that. But I try to do my part, and also I'm an avid fisherman. So I don't consume any fish. Okay. I don't consume any fish that I don't catch myself, Star. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Because if you go to the supermarket or wherever, or God forbid the Chinese market, and like you're buying fish there, God help you. And most of that stuff, it says on the damn packaging that it's farmed fish. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure it says wild, and even then, I'm not buying what they're selling. You know? Yeah.
Hey, man, great to talk to you.
Star.
Great to talk to you.
Absolutely, Star. I'll send you a link to that Tucker doc you doing.
Please do. Please do.
Absolutely.
Thank
Peace,
you.
Star.
Take
Peace.
care. Peace. Frankie G. Tapman. One more call. Hey there. Good evening. Please watch the language. Jimmy Kimmel has returned. Or the showrunner, can you grow your own food? 630.
Can you hear me?
Good evening. How are you, sir?
Can you hear me?
I can hear
Hello.
you. I can hear you.
Hey, what's going on? Regarding the growing the fruit on the land, I want to say I used Happy Frog. It's soil, because I heard one caller talking about the soil, blase skippy. I did it with Happy Frog, and that was from dabbling in, Mary.
Right.
It made my Mary plants grow crazy.
Okay.
So I tried it with some tomatoes. Oh my gosh. Beautiful, fruitful. It was good. And I just want to say I appreciate the advice that you gave with the website about testing your soil. Can you repeat that for me, if you don't mind?
I don't have it in front of me, but just type in soil testing. There's a couple of sites that pop up. I get my soil tested locally here because even though I don't grow a lot of stuff like I used to, I'm on the beach now, so the soil is very sandy. But go ahead.
Right. But and the Happy Frog is good for indoor growth and outdoor growth. I just want to throw that in the mix, so appreciate your show.
Well, no, stay with me because I'm not sure that I've ever used Happy Frog, but it says pH adjusted. So you recommend it. You recommend it.
I do. And it has like its own natural fertilization. Fertilizer, I should say, but just do your research, it helped me especially with the Mary, but the tomatoes that I grew was actually good, and they was right. It came out right, because, when you growing things, it's trial and error.
Absolutely.
At the end of the day.
Absolutely.
Once if you fail, don't stop. Do it again. Do it over and over until you perfect it.
Are you in the South?
That's all.
Are you in the South by any chance?
No, I'm in Chicago, man.
Okay. No.
We get it, man. We get it out here, man.
I know you do. No, I was just asking because in Pennsylvania, I used to grow Bartlett pears and a lot of different plum trees, and I always used to cross-pollinate the plum trees, which did very good. But in the South, I know it's a whole different ball game with the soil and stuff. So I was just curious. Just curious, with the cross-pollination. But
see, to be frank, I'm on the outskirts of Chicago, so it's more, it's a lot of more land and what have you. It's not so much urban, so.
Okay.
I got it's a lot going on in the backyard. So, that's all I just wanted to say.
I appreciate
you, man.
Appreciate the call.
Absolutely. Take it easy.
Yes, sir. Thank you.